Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, Assassins. Today is July 14th. Looking at the overall charts, we're going to start off with Meta today. You guys can see Meta has been on an overall uptrend and it's continuing that uptrend. Remember what I said, whenever the stock is holding above the trade line, she is bullish and she's still above it. She's finding some type of resistance around this 316 zone between 316 and this 310. So we want to see if it breaks above this 316 and then starts to push up towards 320, or we're going to wait to see if she basically breaks 310 and then she could basically start coming back down towards 302, maybe even retest this 1 year trade line over here. Make sure you guys keep an eye on Meta. Make sure you guys set your alerts. Overall, the stock is overbought. If we look at the RSI is always a good gauge to help us understand if the stock is in a buying position or a selling position, right? Right now, the stock is a little bit more overextended over here on the RSI. It's giving us an indicator that, hey, maybe Meta may start to pull back, right? So let's see what happens. Make sure you guys set your alerts just like I did. This way you guys could focus on multiple stocks. Next stock we're going to talk about, and this is kind of like the bear in the room. We're going to talk about Carvana. So Carvana was one of our favorite stocks recently. We made multiple videos on Carvana because it had a beautiful pattern for a possible uptrend towards 58. But yesterday she got downgraded, right? I forgot which bank downgraded her. I think which one of these banks downgraded her to $10. So stock definitely took a nice drop yesterday. So crazy, crazy, crazy times to see that. There you go. JP Morgan downgrades Carvana to $10. So the stock basically was pushing up. Let's look at the overall 180 day. We hit a high of $48 over here. $48, and basically the day after, the stock basically got downgraded and we basically started to pull back, but we're still holding up. We're holding up around that 36 price range. She did violate the 180-day trade line. The MACD did cross down. If you look at the RSI, she was overbought. That's why I never suggested to swing it. But I did say it was good for a day trade, right? That's how I've been basically trading it, day trading it. Especially with these squeezies, you never know what news is going to come out to overall affect the stock. You guys seen what happened to GameStop and all those other stocks. But overall, looking at this stock, it is holding up over here. Maybe this is possibly a pullback, right? From 44, and now we're sitting at 36. A lot of times, sometimes consumers or traders don't really care about the downgrades. But if we do start to fall, watch for the break of 34, and then we have a gap to fill down towards 31, and maybe a lot lower, especially if they take this $10 downgrade seriously. So let's see what happens. I'm only going to start to watch it if we start to hold above maybe like $40, and then we basically push up towards 44 and start holding above the trade line. Right now, we're kind of flirting with the trade line. You can see this blue line. Look at this last candle over here. This last candle is a little bit below it. So that's in a bearish position, especially if the MACD is in a bearish position, cross down, RSI is overbought. We could start continuing this downward sell-off. So let's see what happens with Carvana. Let me actually set some alerts, especially since the stock was a mover before. Shoot, I may want to short it. There's always opportunity, especially as a day trader. You can short it, you can go long, doesn't matter. Next one we're going to talk about is Apple, right? Apple, beautiful uptrend, right? You guys know how Apple gets down. She went from like 156 to 194. She's going sideways over here, right? Sideways action, right? Trapped between 194 and basically 186. We want to see if it breaks 192 before it goes up towards 194 for a possible uptrend, maybe a gap fill, right? Set your alerts. Overall, a lot of these stocks are overextended, a little bit more on the overbought side, and Apple is no different, right? Right now, it's holding the trade line. Let's see what happens. If it holds above it, we're bullish. If it starts to break below it, we start getting bearish, and we could basically start looking for a short position below 189 down towards this 187 level. Let's jump over towards Tesla. You guys know what today is. Today's same day expiration day. Make sure you guys are cautious. Make sure you guys use a stop loss. Make sure you guys practice safe trading, especially today. Same day expiration for options. You guys know what that means. You guys could make it all today or lose it all today. So make sure you guys are cautious. Don't give back your gains from the week, right? Tesla has earnings on the 19th. Tesla basically has been going sideways as well. So definitely want to watch to see how Tesla performs in these next upcoming days. We have a resistance over here at 284, and then she has struggled to break above 284 multiple times. Actually came down all the way towards 264 from that 284, and now it looks like we're trying to gap fill back up. MACD's crossed up. We are holding above the trade line. That is a bullish sign, right? We're holding above the trade line. So watch to see if Tesla holds above 280 today, and then we can start pushing up towards those previous highs of 284. So I'm going to definitely set alert for that as well, especially today. And let's drop down towards the 20-day. Looking at the 20-day, you guys can see that the 20-day is basically we're holding above the trade line as well. So that is the bullish sign. If we do start to reverse, we want to see us break and hold below 275. 275 is going to be the break of the trade line to the downside. And we could kind of fall down towards that 269, which should be the 1-year trade line, right? It's actually a little bit higher. And we're above the 1-year trade line, which is a bullish sign as well, too. Let's jump over towards the 20-day. So that 20-day, 271. So basically, we could fall from 275 to 270. So that is a good drop as well, too. So make sure you set your alerts for either or. It looks like Tesla is gearing up for a possible nice move, right? Next stock we're going to talk about is a stock that I traded yesterday, which is SPY, right? So SPY, looking at the 20-day, look at this upward trend on SPY. Wow, right? In no shape or form did we have a candle really open and close below the 20-day trade line since July 10th. So past 4 days, SPY has been on a beautiful upward trend from 436 to 450. And how were you able to capture this in the future, right? How do you guys know when is this going to happen, right? So typically I like to focus on the 180-day 4-hour. Look at this, right? We were bearish over here, right, from the 7th all the way down towards the 10th. And then on the 10th, we started to basically cross over on the MACD. We are oversold and we start to hold above this trade line, giving us confidence to possibly hold or swing SPY upward, right? In no shape or form has she broke below the 180-day trade line. She even made a new high yesterday, right? She made a new high or a 180-day high of 450, right? So it looks like she's trying to break that 450.38 this morning, maybe even before the bell. So make sure you guys keep an eye on SPY. Overall, she is overbought, but as I said, stocks can continue to run overbought in this red zone on the RSI until we come out of the red zone. Then that's when you see the overall pullback. Look for a confirmation, right, of the break of the trade line. MACD crossover, RSI comes out of this red zone. That is our key points for basically bearish trend, right? So that's pretty simple right there. Break of the MACD, break of the trade line, RSI comes out the red zone, right? So let's jump over towards the 1 year. We're at the 1-year high too. We should actually just check the 3-year, right? 3-year high, you guys can see that we have a possible gap to fill up towards 479 on SPY. So make sure you guys keep an eye on that. We could possibly gap up towards 460. Our side is a little bit more on the overbought side. It's a Friday, but you never know. A lot of stocks are beating earnings. Make sure you guys check out Earning Whispers. And I'll post up the earnings calendar on my Instagram page. Make sure you guys follow that, Wall Street Assassins on Instagram. And make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video. Overall, we have a gap fill towards 460, and after that towards 479. Do you guys think SPY is going to go back to 479? I think so. So make sure you guys keep a watch on this, especially as it starts to truck upwards and starts to hold above this trade line. That's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below. Are you guys going to invest in SPY? Is it too late to invest in SPY, right? SPY is a little bit more on the overbought side, right? A lot of times people want to chase stocks when they're at these levels, but they should have bought the bottom, right? So let's see what happens. See you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like the video. Peace.